More legal troubles for Donald Trump. The New York Attorney General's office has opened a criminal investigation into his company. It had previously only been a civil inquiry. Now, the former president has called these investigations into his businesses a political witch hunt. Simon Marks is live for us in Washington, D.C. Simon, what exactly is Donald Trump's company being investigated for?
Well, the honest truth to the answer to that question, Dawn, is we don't precisely know. But we do know that the joining together of these probes, the New York State Attorney General's civil probe and the Manhattan District Attorney's criminal probe, has led to Donald Trump and senior figures within the Trump Organization being formally warned now that they are the subject of a joint criminal investigation. All of this comes just a matter of weeks after the former president's tax records dating back some 20 years were handed over to investigators. And there are reports here that those investigators are looking at possible financial and tax irregularities within the Trump Organization's business and administrative affairs. The Wall Street Journal reporting that investigators are trying to secure the cooperation of President Trump's longstanding chief financial officer, a man by the name of Allen Weisselberg, and in that endeavor, they have subpoenaed financial records relating to private school payments that were made to cover the tuition costs for Mr. Weisselberg's grandchildren. The theory being that there may potentially have been some tax irregularities at work there. Also questions about the extent to which the Trump Organization may have sought to overvalue some of its businesses in order to create tax write-offs that, again, may not have been entirely legal. But this is all still very speculative, although clearly an indication that for the former president and his business, the legal waters are getting a little bit darker.
And Simon, Donald Trump's had legal troubles before, and he's emerged relatively unscathed in the past. Could this harm his political standing going forward?
Well, it could, but it depends entirely on whether charges are ever brought and the gravity of those charges. And you have to bear in mind that we've seen polling this week that says almost one Republican in two prioritizes their support for Donald Trump over their adherence to the Republican Party. And in some ways, President Trump will be obstructed in his desire to be a potent voice in the 2022 midterm elections here if he's facing any kind of criminal charges. But on the other hand, as we have all seen over the last 5 years, this is a man who relishes a fight, is only too ready to accuse various authorities of being engaged in a witch hunt against him. And it's highly likely we'll be seeing the same language emanating from Mar-a-Lago as the Trumps, plural, digest the news that they've received over the last few hours from New York.
All right, Simon, thank you very much for that. Simon Marks there in Washington, D.C.